Greetings. I'm the Colorado Community College System Chief Information Officer and Vice President of Information Technology, Julie Auska. As you may already know, the System Office and our colleges are committed to facilitating access to our instruction, communication, and business processes for the broadest possible audience. As the Internet is vital to how we teach, inform, market, and function as an educational enterprise, we are asking that all employees who prepare anything that will end up on any of our websites or online learning systems to ensure that it is accessible. This includes any documents, forms, or PDFs produced by any operational unit of the system. Towards this end, in April 2014, Dr. Nancy McCallan adopted a system president's procedure that required the system office and colleges to each develop a plan for making all of their web-based information and services accessible. This procedure covers much more than just the websites that are used to market the system and the colleges. For instance, the system office provides web services to the colleges such as FLAC2 and the student schedule, and each is covered by this procedure. A team of your colleagues has developed a plan for the system office. We've prepared this video to show you how effectively executing this plan will impact how most system office employees do their jobs. Now, to discuss this issue further, I'd like to turn to CCCS Associate General Counsel Angie Gramsci.
Thank you, Julie. Web accessibility is the law of the land, and it is enforced by the federal government and through lawsuits brought by aggrieved individuals. Failure to make our web communications accessible can lead to liability. Moreover, according to the U.S. Census Bureau, web accessibility impacts 1 in 5 Americans. To achieve our mission, we must effectively communicate with these citizens. By broadening our accessibility, we broaden our reach. It follows that making our web content accessible is good policy and good business. If your department produces anything that ends up on the web, make sure it meets web accessibility guidelines before it is placed on the web. We realize that many staff members may not know how to create accessible documents, forms, or PDFs. Toward this end, the System Office Accessibility Project team, who go by the acronym SOAP, are making training resources available to all impacted staff so they'll know how to make any of their work that will reside on the web accessible. You'll want to familiarize yourself with the System President's Web Accessibility Procedure 3-125G and the System Office's Web Accessibility Plan. These PDFs contain the rules of the road that all impacted employees must adhere to. You can find these PDFs in the Web Accessibility folder on the CCCS PC Common Server, which most users access via the P drive.
The System Office has several websites that are affected, including cccs.edu, the Go CCCS site, the Colorado State Plan Career and Technical Education site, the websites for the Career and Technical Student Organizations, plus we have websites for the Conference Center, Teacher Cadet, Colorado Manufacturing Careers, the TAA Grant, the Common Course Numbering System, Active Program Approval, Perkins, CTA, Universal Context, VE 135, Standards, and various CCCS web applications, including our login to the portal.
The System Office's Accessibility Project team is comprised of representatives from IT, Communications, CTE, Legal Affairs, CCC Online, and TACCT. They have worked hard to develop plans that CCCS staff will implement to comply with the System President's Web Accessibility Procedure. These plans encompass evaluating System Office websites and documents on them and developing a plan to remediate or remove all content that is not accessible.
The System President's Web Accessibility Procedure also governs vendor agreements. Going forward, vendors will need to conform to the International Standardized Web Content Accessibility Guidelines 2.0 as appropriate for the services they provide. Please consult the procedure for more information on this.
With regards to remediation, the colleges and the system offices should prioritize systems and content visible to the most users with highest regard given to the public and student-facing systems. The lowest priority will be to the systems which are being phased out in the near future.
Most CCCS employees will be affected by these web accessibility rules in some way. Our websites host meeting minutes, reports, transfer agreements, and a multitude of finance and HR forms, documents, policies, and procedures. If you are a supervisor, you should allow affected staff the time necessary to become trained in making their work accessible. If you're a creator of these items, we thank you in advance for your willingness to learn how to ensure what you produce can be accessed by the 1 in 5 of us impacted by web accessibility. Once again, to review the procedure of the System Office Plan, please visit the Web Accessibility folder on the CCCS PC Common Server, otherwise known as the P Drive. If after studying these materials you have questions, I encourage you to bring them to the attention of the System Office Web Accessibility Project team. Thank you for your time, and please accept my best wishes as you go about supporting the CCCS vision to be unsurpassed at providing quality educational opportunities for all who aspire to enrich their lives.